So these are some of the problems that we face, and I just want to discuss these. The first one is data sheet. Second is about cache. Another one is about update addition to data. We can do that manually, and we can also do that automatic. And the last one is about grouping of data. So let's move on to the first one, data set. Okay. So before starting, I said we need to have a proper data set to create a pivot. Okay. So you might just get excited and start trying to get a pivot report for this kind of report, this kind of data set, which is already a report. uh, you'll not be able to get a pivot report for this. So what you have to do is convert this kind of table into this kind. Okay. So you need to convert this kind of report into this kind of report. It's called unpivoting. The data set has to be on columnar format, not like this cross tabular format. Okay. So if you look into our data set, it was on columnar format. That's the first thing. Now let's discuss about the second point. It's called cache. Okay. So uh, generally what is misunderstood in pivot is if you change if you change the source data, and if you assume that the changes are reflected on your pivot table report, then you are wrong. Okay. So what happens is, uh, in pivot you have this thing called cache. It will just store the report, and even if there is change in your source of data, it will not update automatically. So in order to reflect those changes that you made on your original data set, you have to click on analyze and hit this refresh button. Okay. Until and unless you hit this refresh button, it will not be updated. So don't make that blunder. Now next one is update addition to data. So the data that I just showed you had deposits for different branches for different customers. So what if there is addition to that data? What if there are new branches? What if there are new customers? We'll add new rows of data. So how do we update that? There are two ways of doing that. One is manually. Manually, you can click on Analyze ribbon tab and click on Change data source, and you will be asked to provide the data source. That would be manual. Another way of automating that thing is to convert this source data into Excel table. Excel table is a feature in Excel, so we can use that to automate this thing. Okay, so I'll just demo these two cache and about uh, update of additional data, both manually and automatic.